Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. It's been a long day. I'm knackered. And it's freezing in the beer room. I've had to put my jumper on. Absolutely chilly. So tonight I'm reviewing this. It's Betty Stogs. It's a brazen Cornish bitter. 4% offering from Skinners Brewery. And it does have some writing on, so I will try and read the writing. Try. Okay, now. Oh my God, my eyes. In Cornish folklore, Betty Stoggs was reputedly full-bodied, golden-hearted, and just a little fruity. So you can see why we chose to name our award-winning smooth drinking amber ale after her, especially as both Bettys are often to be found at the centre of a good party. Join us in raising a glass to Betty Stoggs, truly the queen of Cornish ales. Copper coloured, just like Betty, with a light malty aroma, a floral, even cedar taste, and a sharp twang of bitter grapefruit. This is an ale that has the strength of character to take on tasty dishes like stews, hard cheeses, and meat pat pasties. I don't really care. I just want something to drink. And good evening. Oh God, didn't miss any comments today. There you go. Aha. Good evening, Max. Been a while. It has been a while. So, oh God, it's freezing. It's cold in this beer room. I think it's because I've sat down. 2 mega long days. I'm looking forward to a bit of chill and a couple of beers. Although I can't drink a lot because the wife's out and I've got to pick her up. So I've got to have 2 beers and then go and pick her up. So 2 lighter ABV beers. So, as we can see, amber looking pour. Lots of carbonation in that. If you can see the carbonation, I can see it plainly, but you can't seem to see it on camera. Good inch of white head. And definitely a fruity nose on this, malty fruity nose. Right, cheers. Good evening. It's been a while. Malty, fruity on the taste. Very nice. And good evening, Kevin, as well. Aidan. So, oh dear. Good evening, Tad. It's been a long while, mate. And I'm hoping to get another advent calendar sorted out. So back to doing at least 2 lives every night for the month of December at least. And I just need to work out what I'm going to get. Morrison's aren't doing an advent calendar this year. I've already been told that. They're doing a 12 days Brewdog one, but they're not doing their advent calendars they normally do, which is a bit shame, really. They did them last year. Good evening. Yeah, they did advent calendars last year, Morrison's. Costco have also got advent calendar in, but with Costco you pay VAT on the top, so I think it's about 69 quid. I'm not paying VAT on the top of 69 quid. You're looking at bloody 80 quid. So sod and that come to mind. I've heard Flavorly are doing one as well. I don't really know about Flavour. I don't know if I trust it off these brands. And I think Beer 52 are doing one as well. So I'll have to look. I mean, Brewdog are doing that 24 case, 24 beers for 50 quid, which isn't a bad deal, really. The only downer is if you've already had about 10 of them, kind of takes the edge off, you know. If I'm going to, I want something that I'm not really drank before, being honest. So I know with the adventure beer ones that they're all 24 will be new to me, or they should be new to me. So that'll be interesting, nonetheless. Oh, what a long day! Got fucking stung by a wasp, pruning some fuchsias, and this little bastard was on my hand, and he's fucking digging himself into my hand. Little fucker. He got squashed. He did. Yeah. Hey, sting me, get squashed. Could be a thing. That could be sting me, get squashed. Oh, so, oh bless you, a little bit more in. So this is Betty Stogs. Let me just wind the, here we go. Move the camera around. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's a better angle. Yes. I will one of these days get a setup and have it back to how it used to be, where you could actually, the camera angles were decent. At the moment, I've got one of these flexible things and I never seem to have it in the right bloody place. So yeah, Betty Stogs from Skinners Brewery. 4% offering. And I've got to say, a nice sessionable starter beer for the night. Although it's a work night, so can't go silly anyway. And not like the old days. Good evening, Adam. Whiskey order from Amazon. There are some on the run up to Christmas, certainly November, and that to Christmas. Not that we've noticed. No. Although the mower at work doesn't sound the same as it did. That's a question I might pose to the boss tomorrow, actually. Good evening, Craig. You sent me a message last night, and for the life of me, I can't get to the message. I can see there's a message. Every time I click on to see it, I get bounced back off. So I don't know if I'm having issues with Messenger. I did it the other week, to be honest. Been to Nottingham today. Oh, fair play. Some good pubs in Nottingham. There is. A lot better than it used to be years ago. Especially if you keep away from the fighting pubs. Definitely not too bad. As soon as I can get on, I'll go on my computer and have a look and sort it out. So yeah, run up to Christmas. Whoa. Must get my holidays booked. I'm looking forward to having 2 weeks off for Christmas. I've just got to work out how many days I need to make it 2 weeks. It's normally 7. Yeah, I'll have to ask about that E10. If I remember tomorrow, I'll ask the boss to ask the mower men if there's an issue with E10 in mowers. I wouldn't have thought there would be, to be fair, but you never know. It's an interesting question, actually, and whether we should be using the E5. Yeah, more expensive one. Yeah. That's actually a question that I can't even think. Good evening. Nice gin. Hey, bless you. And good evening, Bolton. 40 days holiday. And no call out. Bloody hell, I don't get nowhere near 40. I only get a standard 28. 20 days and then 8 days. If I'd have stayed at City Council, I'd have been on about 44 by now, because we had 28 days holiday, we had 4 days concessionary, then we had bank holidays, and then after so many years, you got extra days for service. So the holidays were amazing. Yeah. 6 months in the Middle East. Our troops still in the Middle East. Fucking hell. I still don't agree that we should have ever gone across in some ways. 5 days plus bank holidays. Fucking hell, I'm in the wrong job. Wrecked your mower. Oh. I have noticed that the mower, the ride-on mower, does sound a bit noisier. 6 weeks off here, fucking hell. Obviously, it depends what job you're in as well, doesn't it? I'm a gardener, I am. So, yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? We all do jobs, yeah, to earn the pennies, to bring the pennies in. And it's funny, on the council, I got a lot more holidays, but once you come away from the council, most jobs you don't get a ride on Mona. There's plenty of them for that. You wouldn't want to be in retail now. Although one of my good friends She's actually leaving gardening to go into retail. 7 weeks holiday. Bloody hell. I'm proper in the wrong job. Gardening's all right. It gets a bit chilly this time of the year, mind you. You know, depend with gardening. You know, if you're on your own, it depends what you're doing. It depends on the weather as well and your mood. E5 Super. Right. Ooh. I will have to question that with the boss if I remember. As soon as I've done this live review, if I remember, I'll what's the name? I'll give him a text and just to say to him that someone's flagged this up, and just to see what the mower people at the shop, because obviously we don't want to be wrecking. I don't want to wreck the new mower. Fucking £5 worth of mower. A kegerator. What's a kegerator for somebody who don't know what a kegerator is? I know what a keg is, but I'm not sure what a kegerator is. Gotta say, nice old traditional beer. Fruity, bit old fashioned, but it's certainly hitting the spot for me. Oh, a fridge for homebrew. Ah, fair dues, fair dues. Oh, with a tap as well. Oh, right. Yeah. All very posh. All very posh. Draft beer from a CO2 tap. Okay. Mm. So the beer industry is not very happy with the duty yesterday, and only if you're a mega firm like the likes of Molson Coors and Marston's and them sort of firms who transfer their beers in 40 litre plus barrels, only they are going to do anything with this duty. So all the smaller breweries are up in arms. We'll see if we'll see if the government backtrack on this one, because they have been known to backtrack, and at the moment it's all the small breweries that are getting shafted, which is a bit naughty because the small breweries kept a lot of these a lot of tax going during all this COVID. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. With regards to good evening, Wrexham Lager. Hey, Ryan Reynolds, eh? It'd be funny if he turned up to the Wrexham match in his Deadpool outfit, wouldn't it? That would be hilarious. Yeah, started doing some started taking the piss out of the crowd. Yeah, with his Deadpool thing on. That'd be quite funny. That would be. That'd go viral very quickly. Yeah, and be hilarious nonetheless. We'll see how Wrexham do though. I mean, Forest were doing well until last weekend, and we got the thumping. But hopefully, that's like the warning klaxon they needed to not get too blasé, and to realise there's still a long way to go in the season, and hopefully go forward and be a better team. He's going to watch them on Saturday. Oh, right, yeah. I mean, let's be fair. You get some of these Hollywood stars come and put a bit of interest in clubs. I'd rather they did it than some of these billionaires from bloody Dubai and whatnot. Yeah, a lot better than Carling. Yeah. Bell's whiskey, 99p. Oh, you mean for a short? Yeah. Weatherspoons will though, weren't they? The shitbags. They're just taking the piss out of everybody else. I mean, don't they do? Is it Woodall's Best for something like £1.30 anyway? It's something daft. Good evening, Steve. Did you get the beers then? Did they arrive? Yeah. Good on Liam, Travelling Bruce, for sending them. Yeah, I'm not keen on having beers for breakfast. It's just too early. Yeah, I've only done it a couple of times in my life, and yeah, not really my sort of thing. Ruddle's Best, 99p. Fucking daft, isn't it? What money are they making on that? Good evening, Slurpee. Well, bonus ring there. I mean, Ruddle's Best isn't too bad a bottle of beer, really, but you know, for a bog standard bitter. But he just all they're doing is getting the piss heads to all hit to their pub, which is what Wetherspoons has always been about, isn't it? Getting all the drunks in. Then if the drunks are in there, then the decent pubs will be a lot emptier, so you can go in and have a sit down and no idiots. We're supposed to be going out this Saturday, but we'll see how it goes. Are you going for a rest, mate? Can't fault you. I need to rest. I nearly fell asleep on the Saturday. I only sat down for 10 minutes and nearly went. Good evening, Disco. How are you? Yes, nice Cornish beer. Oh, Betty Stogs. It says Betty Stogs in it. It certainly is. Betty Stogs. The goats. I've heard the goats fell off his ladder. Yeah, not good. Not good. I think it was a small ladder, mind you, but still not good. Any fall was not a good fall. Especially when you're not expecting it. I mean, I went down a bloody manhole cover. 28 days dry. Or 23 even. Wow, Craig, that's something, that is. Thing is, mate, you get to the stage where you're not interested. Crafty Crow is I've not been there, but I've been to the Barrel Drop, which is their other pub. But Magpie Brewery are very decent. Yeah, very decent. Do some nice beers, and I like the range of guest beers as well. Yeah, as for falling down, flipping manholes and stuff. I only went down 3 feet. Coming or going? Fucking hell, you don't want any of my poo in mine. It'll definitely. 20 hours dry. Fair play. I'm the same. I was 20 hours dry. Yeah. Only managed 4 days. Fucking hell. I think if I got to the stage where I'd gone 23 days without drinking, I don't know if I'd bother actually starting drinking again. I think I'd get to the stage where I'm just turn it off and don't bother. I can go 28 days without buying beer, or 23 days without buying beer. That's for definite. You did 2 days dry the other week. Well, fair play there. Fair play. I've done a day before, here and there. I did do 2 days the other week. Can't remember which week it was. Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? You know, it's easier said than done. But fair play. 23 flipping days. Jesus. I mean, years ago, before I started drinking beers, I could drink 3 times in a year, and that'd be it. You've been 3 weeks dry. You know. My mouth's getting dry just talking about it. On nights, I still had a beer in the day. In fact, when I was on nights, I came home and drank whiskey or vodka or whatever I could to help me fall asleep. Oh, medicines, eh? Yeah, I'm not on any medicine, thank God. Yeah, I could be on medicine if I really needed to for anxiety and stuff. Don't really want to go down that road. I'd rather just be fucking depressed and anxious. A coal fire pub crawl. Can't fault you there. Good evening, Thomas. Don't know why, matey. Hope you well. Yeah. We need you back drinking. The pubs need you. Yeah. I've heard Budweiser have started to sell their beer cheap. Oh, 23 days. Bloody hell. That's some doing, that is. Yeah, yeah, you get to the stage where you don't even bother. It's like, do I really want a beer? And you're like, no, not really. I dare say if I wanted to, I could just switch off like that and never drink another beer again, if I really wanted to. Not that I'm gonna, but there you go. So you're not even homebrewing then, Steve? Oof, dear. Or you're homebrewing and then just keeping it to one side? I bought an advent calendar, but that won't be coming until nearly the beginning of December. And I'm looking to buy another advent calendar, but I'm not sure which one yet. There's lots of interesting deals out there, but none that really float me boat. Yeah. So I just need to sort one out. It's got to be mixed beers. I can't have one where there's two or more beers of the same in the calendar. That'll piss me off. I'll probably end up going down low cost beer route again because at least I know there's a good chance it's all going to be stuff that I've not had before. Good evening. Yes. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like the darker beers and the porters and the stouts when it gets a bit colder. Yeah, and more so up the house as well. You know, I mean, we're going to the pub this weekend, or supposedly anyway, at least. And I should be drinking a lot of darker beers. Well, hopefully. Yeah, if I don't get the red card first. It's definitely that sort of season to be drinking the strong stuff. If if I'm ever allowed to, obviously. What you like when you like. I don't mind Imperials in the summer as well, to be fair. I mean, a decent Imperial in the summer, especially these days when you go to like tap rooms, because they're pouring out Imperials on keg and they're coming out cold anyway. So, 13-14% Imperials. I mean, Neon Raptor are doing that all year round. Super strong beers and milk stout for breakfast. Yeah, no, couldn't do that. No. Unless I was on holiday, then that'd be a different state of games. But then again, even on holiday, I'd probably get bollocking for doing it. Oh, bless you, mate. I'm glad you've got it. Yeah, I'm glad Travelling Brews managed to get it to you. Yeah, that's awesome. I did try and hand out as many bottles as I could to see if they try and get to people wherever they could. If I gave a couple more, couple out, just so people could have a go and see what they think of it and all that. I've still got a cask of it here, but I bet the cask has gone off now, off the cask. But I'm not overly bothered. I've had enough of it on cask anyway. Triple Carmelite, yeah, triple Carmelite is nice. £5 a bottle though. It's not the cheapest. No worries. I'm interested to see what's next on the agenda. I went to Castle Rock the other day, and they did say to me when they get the pilot. Yeah, Black Irish. Yeah, yeah. They didn't mince the words today. Yes, yeah. Shame they can't answer their social media so quick. Yeah, but there you go. It's funny how that is. But yeah, it's there's a lot of small breweries not happy with the current situation. Moaning Black Forest syrup in it. Ooh, very nice. That does sound nice. That does. These syrups, they're worth, especially if it's a variety that you really like. See you later, Steve. Yeah, especially if it's a variety you really like. The syrups, they can just, especially over a plain stout, they can certainly add a bit to it. Good evening. Castle Rock, Sherwood. Bless you. JJ's Balbec. I swear different parts of the country get different stuff in their home bargains because people have showed me stuff in their home bargains And I've gone to ours, never seen any of it. And yeah, and yet my brother's the same. I go to his, and then there's stuff there. There's stuff there that he can get that we just can't get in Nottingham. Just my bloody bolting. Especially when someone's got something nice as well. Because that JJ's brand is actually, there's some good beers there in that brand. Yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it? Some of the like the old fashioned stouts, they're so strong that you can only do a pint at a time. Good evening, Brett. Hello, matey. Hey, I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're well. It has been a long time, hasn't it? Too long from doing these lives. To be fair, I've been chuffing busy recently. I've only just finished tonight at 20 to 6, and that's from 7 o'clock this morning, so absolutely knackered at work. On the next door neighbour's garden, they've got a bloody ache like a football. Yeah, I've got my jumper. I've got a jumper on tonight because I'm cold. I've got thermal on, thermal top, and a flipping jumper on. Yeah, it's a bit chilly down the shed. Yes, it certainly is. Yes, a bit on the Baltic side. Not too cold, mind you. Not for the time of year. It could be colder. We haven't had a frost yet, so that's good news. Although I don't really want any frost just yet. Keep a bit longer. Normally it's about 5th of November, 6th of November before we start getting the frosts. So hopefully that'll be a bit longer. I see enough of frost in the bloody winter as it is. So I can do without and start doing some warmer work, cutting branches off trees and burning them, doing that sort of thing, keeping warm. Then again, the worst one's fucking snow, because when it's cold, snowy, the snow turns to wet, you're freezing, and you're doing the wrong job. That's when work gets shit. I had a day last year where I was wet through. I had wet feet, wet through, freezing cold, and you get to the stage where you think, let me go on. It's actually 16 degrees in here. It's actually warmer than, it's probably warmer than the bloody house at the moment. The house feels quite cold when I got home. I've been in the warm car on the way home though, so good time of the year to do it, Craig. Good time of the year. Good time to prune stuff. Good time to start moving herbaceous plants around. Well, with work, I can choose what jobs I do, so I can pick and choose my jobs, and if I need to start burning rubbish to keep warm, I can do that. Yeah. I've got a gas bottle. Yeah. Don't know when it will run out again. But we didn't do many barbecues this year, so you like trimming the bush? Yeah, fair play. Yeah, it's a good time of the year to move gardens around and sort them out for definite. Good evening, Mr. Dave. How are you, mate? And how's your legs? Age you fell off the ladder. Hope you're good. I was actually going to do 3 standard reviews, but I'll just carry on talking. Sod it. I've actually bought some wellies now, and I've got some big thermal socks as well, so that won't be an issue again. But yeah, last year I got caught out. Last year, terrible. I got caught wet feet, cold, and my feet were turning into, well, I felt like they were turning to ice, and then my hands as well. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest of days. Hey, enjoy your beer. It is. It's quite a nice beer, actually. Good evening. No. Once you start getting wet, that's it. You just want to go, don't you? You just don't want to work. You just want to go home. And yeah, it's not nice. I mean, my feet at the moment are lovely and toasty. It's just the rest of me that's cold. But yeah, we're definitely getting to the batten down the hatches weather. Although at the moment, to be fair, it's quite mild. So it's not too bad at the moment. But I'm definitely going to make this year. Luckily this year I've got a marquee up. So if it absolutely chucks it down at one place, I can go in the marquee, and then the other place I'll have to just go in the woods and get under the trees and burn some rubbish or something. There's always something. In fact, last year I strapped a bloody umbrella to me and walked around with an umbrella strapped to my back. I thought, sod it, I'm not getting wet. You can get this. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had the Skinners. I'm sure I had one the other week. I'm sure there's another one in Asda called Poor Flavin or something. Another Skinners. Good evening, Lee. Been a while, matey. Wellies are no good for you. Yeah. When you're mowing wet grass, though, you need wellies. You do. I've got some trainers. I've got some. Good evening. I've got some trainers I got from the church. Yeah, they're holy. Yeah, and you can't see them. But yeah, got a hole in it. So all on both sides. Ventilation holes. They'll not be any good soon when it gets wet. Thank God the grass is short. Otherwise, it might get it might be a bit nasty. So yeah. Poof. So I was at Castle Rock the other day, and one about inviting me down to do on their what do you call it, pilot kit, inviting me down to brew a beer on their pilot kit. So that will be interesting. And hopefully an imperial stout. Ooh. Drinking with the left hand, bless you. Just been tested positive. I've got to take a COVID test. My son's got it. He's upstairs in his bedroom hibernating. So we've all got to take COVID tests. £130 for booze. Ouch. Yeah, let's hope it was up for Christmas. You don't want to be you're not going to be able not to go around and get you drinking at Christmas, Dave. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not fun having accidents. It really isn't. Yeah, falling down bloody manholes, falling off ladders, eh? Good to hear about a new job. One must. I don't think anybody should stay in a job that you don't like. Someone's messaged me or something. No, it's an email. Fuck them. So my son had a positive lateral flow test, and then he went and got the other one. I can't know what you call the bleeder now. Pop test, and he came back positive. So now we've all had the laterals, but came back negative, and then now we've got to take the bloody the other one. Midwife crisis. See, I hated working weekends at Sainsbury's. Working till 10 o'clock on a Friday and Saturday night pissed me off. You know. Problem is as well, colds now. Colds are battering you more because no one's been around for a year. Every time you get a cold, it just wallops the shit out of you. So every time you get a cold now, you're thinking to yourself, is it COVID? Because it's just absolutely slaughtering you. I mean, my wife's had a cold for 2 weeks, and you know, you get to every time you have a cold, you're like, Jesus Christ, is this it? And so we're all got to be tested, and yeah, I mean, I didn't mind night shifts, to be honest, but it's the trying to get to sleep the next day and then leaving the house as well. Yeah. We need to all be drinking more red wine. The tannins from the red wine helps with colds and that. It reminds me, I must get a brew on. I must go and buy a kit and do a brew. Yeah, I mean, I did overnights for about 6 months, and that was enough for me. Can't fault you there. You know, we all do what we can to be alive these days. I mean, I'm lucky that I found the right job. Because I mean, some jobs just want to kill you. They want to kill you by work. And I have slowed down a little bit. I'm still working more harder than I should do, but I've slowed down a little bit. Partly because I don't need to work like an idiot. You can work good, but be more clever in your work. I don't hand sanitize anymore, and I certainly don't wear a bloody mask anymore. I've got the vaccine, obviously. Nights for 17 years of it. Oof. We're all different on that, don't we? I mean, I like working 7 till 3. That's I love those hours. Apart from this time of the year. Good evening, Darren. But yeah, 7 till 3 is good. Apart from the fact it's fucking dark at the moment, but there's nothing I can do about the darkness. Thank God this year, both workplaces, there's lights on. Last year there was no lights on. Couldn't do it in the dark. I had to walk around with a torch for the first hour. And luckily nowadays with a light on, it makes it a bit easier. Yeah, all the lights are on the driveway, so I can at least blow the driveways until it gets a bit lighter. God knows how I managed last winter, all the way through winter in the darkness. Now you see, Craig, working nights to get away from the customers, I totally understand because the customers can be absolute dickheads. So you understand the old working nights thing, yeah. I mean, I did it also to get away from a couple of particular managers who I absolutely couldn't stand. 25 years service, bless you. God, I'm having to slow drink this. It's a killer having to go and pick the wife up. Yeah, night shift. Wild beer. I've had one of their beers. Yeah, something called Ninkasi. I'm sure it was wild beer. Yeah, might be going down that road again. I did see Ninkasi Rose in Sainsbury's for £9.50, but fucking £9.50 for a 750 bottle. Don't think I'll be going down that road. No, no, not even for free. Doing well, Darren. Just finished nearly 11-hour shift, so 2 days on the road, knackered. Doing a standard 8 hours tomorrow. Although I've got a wedding on tomorrow, so I've got to pull my finger out, get all the mowing done, and blow all the pathways before the wedding gets there. Luckily, Sainsbury's was shut at night, so we didn't get customers in. No, thank God. Yeah, no customers in at night. So plonk that there. I'll do a review in a minute. Millionaire Milk Stout. Not so sure. Rings a bell. It does ring a bell. Good evening. It's nice to have a catch up online. It's the problem with doing reviews in your beer room and then just posting them is you miss out on all the interaction. The interactions is so much needed, especially after you've been on your Todd all day at work, not talking to no one. It's nice to just have that bit of a chat. Although today There has been somebody at work today, but usually I'm on my bloody own all day. In Waitrose. I will be bringing it. Good evening. I will be bringing it back for the advent calendars for definite. I just need to work out what other advent calendar I'm going to get. I was tempted to get 3 advent calendars, but I don't know if I'll get the old red card. So better not go down that road. But certainly want to do 2 advent calendars. Once I decide which advent calendar I'm going to try and get. The new Northern Monk. Do you mean that one, by any chance? Yeah, and I have, yeah. I bought 2. The Black Forest Gatto one. I will try it again at some stage. Maybe I maybe give it a good review because of the hype, my own hype, it being a Black Forest Gatto one. But I will give it another review at some stage. I still think the first one was probably the king. Marks and Spencer has destroyed their beer range. If anybody's been in recently, bloody hell. I went in a few weeks ago and they've got half the amount of beers that they usually have. Yeah, Harvest Ale is amazing. On tap, it's absolutely outstanding. Don't think it's as good in the bottle, but on tap, oh my God. I wonder if it was lager or larger. Oh. Here's a beer I managed to snag the other day when I was at Castle Rock Brewery, Scrounge rather, and 11-year-old bottle of Kiss Me Kate. The only downer is apparently you can't drink it because it won't be any good. That's a shame. Big 750ml bottle. I'm tempted to open it and just review it anyway. Yeah, I had it when it came to Morrison's when it was in bottles. So it won't even fit on my bloody shelf. Yeah, it can sit on the floor. Kiss Me Goatee. Yeah, Christmas Day, yeah, and get the shits. Loads of East European beers. Fair play. Yeah, apparently it's not going to be drinkable. They had nearly a pallet of them at the workplace, at the Castle Rock Brewery. I've got number 3 of 100. Pity I didn't look at the numbers first and get number 1. Now that would have been something. It would have been something. Definitely. Oh dear. Yes, we're definitely getting towards. We're definitely getting to that time of the year when it's get the gas fire out in the shed again. Well, I spoke to the head brewer. He says to me that above a certain percentage, it would be fine. But because it's only 5%, it's below what they would advise you to drink it. But yeah, the apple pie Baileys is nice. Yeah, went down a treat. I must have had a sneaky glass the other night as well because I can't remember drinking all that much. But there's not much left now. They're nearly all gone. I gave a load of my own brew away. When beer reviewers came to the beer room, and for the beer festival, and even at Castle Rock the other day, I gave away 5 bottles. So I'm near enough empty now. Good evening, Greg. How are you, matey? I'm doing well. With Carlisle got a better manager yet? I know you've been going through some shit that Forrest have been going through. Well, We've actually had a good bounce just recently, but yeah, hopefully it continues. Good evening, Luke. Yes, hopefully, hopefully Forest get to the playoffs this year. If they carry on as they were, you never know. The beer festival was bang on. It was good. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing the shorts. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to carry them on or not. I've been doing them, but it one, it takes twice as long to bloody upload everything, and then I have to remember to leave some in the glass as well. So the shorts are okay, but I'll see how I go with them. I'll probably knock them on the head again and just go back to doing the standard beer reviews. To be fair, it is, and you've got to realise that you've got a life behind bloody YouTube, and I spend so much time doing beers, and then you've got the Twitter side of things, the Instagram side of things, Facebook, and it's like Jesus Christ, taking over my life. And you're only doing a 20-minute bloody beer review. It's everything else that goes on top. I mean, it's like now I've got about 5 days worth of yeah, I do as well. I mean, the shorts came in handy for a reason, but other than that, no. Yeah, and I think that's probably the way I'll just go back to doing normals. It's easier for me, and in the long run, at least, much easier just to bash a review out. Job's good, and I do need. What I may do is do the review, and just have the title on the review, and then for the actual writing underneath, just have a standard thing that says this is Wraggys beer reviews, blah 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 blah, spirits. I know what you're saying. Yeah, and then I can quickly post them on Facebook while I'm at work, and then I'm not sitting at nights pissing about, having to mess about posting on across different things. So that may be something that I start doing properly with all beer reviews, just to take out the time it takes to upload and post on different accounts. I'll get there in the end. I'll come up with a plan on how to do it, and see how it goes really. And obviously Christmas is coming up, so it gets busier and busier. I've never been so bloody busy. I am. Any Baileys left? Not much of the apple pie, no. Got plenty of Baileys up the house, mind you. Yeah. I went through about all my wife's Baileys. I did. Drank about 7 different Baileys in one night, reviewing them. Yeah, all short reviews, mind you. Lives are best. Yeah. I prefer the lives. Good evening, you. How's it going over there? You look like you're having a good time, to be fair. Although you did look a bit miffed the other day when you was holding something and you didn't have a smile on your face. You did make me chuckle with the look on your face. It was quite funny. Yeah, I do need to go back to I will do for the Christmas period. Yeah. So as soon as I get another advent calendar, I will be doing 2. Yeah, your face on that. It was a picture. Yeah. It was like, fuck me, I'm fucking holding this cake. Go on, twat, get this cake out my hands. Yeah. There's always a better way of doing everything, isn't there? And I'll get there. That's for sure. Would you not be doing Brewdog's advent calendar? Mr. Brewdog. Bowman's Brewdog beer reviews. That could be your name in the future. Yeah. getting invited to Brewdog's headquarters as their beer reviewer. Hey, very nice, malty, fruity, on the nose, same on the taste, easy drinking, lovely beer, really nice. I will do a bit of a review in a minute, but I've just started yakking, and I can't even have much beer because I've got to go out. You only like the pubs. Fair play there. I need to get myself to Brewdog Nottingham, to be fair. They owe me a glass. Said they were going to give me one of their Teku glasses. So I need to go and sort one out. Drag the wife into town. And yeah, try anyway at least. They're not cheap, are they, Thomas? You know, you're looking at 50 quid minimum. I've already spent 75 quid. Yeah, I do prefer the lives, to be fair, and the banter with the communities is sound. Not all new beers are in cans, but yeah, there's quite a lot of craft beers, all of in cans, aren't there, these days? But yeah, for the month of December certainly, and certainly on the run up to December as well. I need to get back into the habit of doing lives. I nearly bobbed it tonight. I nearly thought, oh, can't be bothered. But the wife's out. The wife's out at the pub, and was that? I got a message. No, just a comment. But yeah, I do need to do a minimum of 2 a week just to get myself back into the 100 euros. Ouch! It's a lot of money, isn't it? What does Mrs. Raggy drink? She does like a Baileys, to be fair. But she'll drink lager shandy in pub, and then she'll drink vodka and coke as well. Me, I'll drink anything. I don't care, as long as it's not meths. That's shit they're drinking, you know, in public parks. And what the pissheads drink. Yeah, I don't drink that sort of stuff. But I'll drink most hotels. You got to have hobby, haven't you? You know, keep looking for different places. Sherry or port? Port all day long. Yeah, I'm not really a sherry person. I like sherry in my trifles. Yeah, nice sherry trifle. Oof. Port's bang on. You get a nice glass of port, Stilton cheese, bit of Stilton cheese in one hand, bit of port in the other. Do what Ratatouille does in that film, the little rat. Fucking brilliant. And he's bang on as well. yeah, Ratatouille. You know that the film's actually absolutely right with that bit where he gets the cheese and the wine. And oh yeah, definitely. I went on a wine tasting course at Sainsbury's, and that's the first time I experienced that. And I was always a fan of Stilton anyway. And the mixing of the two, just a tender taste sensation, you know, absolutely amazing. And I must get myself a bottle of port for Christmas. We haven't got any Christmas beers in at the moment, or Christmas spirits, as it were. So I must sort some out for Christmas. Not that we really have people coming around these days. It seems to be, we don't seem to do that as much nowadays as we used to years ago. Christmas, we'd be going from one house to the other, but these days we don't seem to bother. Absinthe, what? No, don't touch that stuff. Scotch egg. Apparently one of the pubs. Advocate. I do like Advocate, to be honest. I do. Ratatouille on the weekend. Hey. Yes, I've got some beers to be drinking now. I think we're going out Saturday night this week. So we're going for a meal and doing a bit of drinking. So hopefully, anyway, a decent meal down as I'm torn between going up Mapley Top because there's a Castle Rock pub up there and a micro pub, or going to Arnold where Blue Monkey and Lincoln Green are. It's a real toss up. A kebab and a can of skull? No, I don't know. Don't think I'd bother. Not really. But yeah, bit of a toss up this weekend. Yeah, Mapley's got the better restaurants, and Arnold's got the slightly better pubs. It's a tough decision. Unless I start in Mapley, then go to Arnold. Carlisle Ale Trail. Hey, how many pubs is that? You could never do an ale trail in Nottingham. It'd take too long. Yeah. You'd start 1 month, you'd still be going at it the next. There's just too many damn pubs. I see Matt from Low Cost Beers got the Guinness Book of Records for doing 51 pubs in 24 hours. And the only thing that bothers me about it is the fact that it wasn't beer he was drinking. Some of the pubs it was orange. I think I could drink 51 pubs in oranges. Yeah, I did see that, yeah. I hope your local camera's better than mine. Mine seems stuck up their own arse. Yeah. That's about all I want to say about that. Every pub in England? I don't think you'd ever do it. Too many pubs. Bloody hell, in Nottingham alone, there's so many pubs. And, I mean, they say 5 pubs a day are closing. Yeah, some of the ones in Nottingham aren't. No. I even went down to help the old bastards as well, and they've still got snotty with me. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, and let's be fair, the campaign for real ale nowadays, I don't think it's as relevant as what it used to be years ago. Maybe 20 years ago, it was very, very relevant. These days, what were the microbreweries? They're the ones doing all the craft stuff anyway. Craft beers and real ales are at the forefront anyway now. It's not like it was years ago. Yeah, I did manage to get the old out-of-date Wraggys Golden. Yeah, it's sitting near me. The only problem is I've not touched it for a week, so I don't think it will. I don't know if it will even be okay now. And I'll have to have a pint of it later and see if it's actually still drinkable. If it looks really, really dark, then I'll know it's not looking right. Yeah. I'm lucky because I've still got another 8, 12, 17 bottles of Wraggys that I bought. Yeah, I gave 45 away, I think. Yeah, because I only actually drank 2. So yeah, I gave 45 away. Wow. Bloody hell. Won't do that very often. Yeah. It's usually when you go to the coast, you see beers that you've never seen before. I mean, when we went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we found some grotty little micro pubs nearby, and there were some beers there you'd never heard of, and I wish I'd have bought a bottle now. Have it for vinegar? Yeah, it probably will be like vinegar now. Yeah, yeah, I don't think it would be very good. Right, so I better actually do some sort of review because about an hour in, I'm waiting for the inevitable phone call. So, Betty Stoggins. See you later, matey. Yeah, Betty Stoggins, Brazen Cornish Bitter, 4%. Lovely fruity nose on this. Dog and Partridge. Some bloke wanting to buy a jacket. Lots of dodgy buggers in Nottingham. Malty, fruity. Not tonight, matey. But I am going to do another 2 beer reviews tonight, just not live. Yeah. I'll be here all night otherwise. Amber Pour, Fruity and malty on the taste, 4%. For me, yeah, good 3.9%, 3.9 out of 5, 3.9% out of 5. Yeah, nice, good old-fashioned bitter. Really enjoyed it. Right, that's the review bit done. Right, and I'm not doing a flipping 1 minute review. I can't be arsed. And right, I better do some shooting back up the arse. Go and see Maitland. I haven't seen him all day, poor bugger. Be thinking he ain't got a dad. And thank you all for joining in. It's been nice to have a catch up, and more catch ups the better. Yeah, I got it from scrounged it off Castle Rock, as you do. And oh, got me back. Right, got to run. I'm going to go up to the house, go and sit on the settee and try not to fall asleep in about 2 minutes flat. Cheers, everyone. See you soon. Oh.